What's up, I Like Scary? We are back. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having an awesome day. It feels great to be a horror fan. So you guys, today we're going to talk about some Halloween Ends news and a bloody disgusting interview with Jamie Lee Curtis and her touching on Halloween Ends and the tone of everything. So yeah, you guys, from what I'm hearing, is very interesting, and it's just a lot of stuff in here that I think we should talk about. So let's get on to what she said, you guys. She says it's a movie about a final reckoning between Laurie and Michael. She says there is a battle between them, and the irony is that the 2018 and 2021 movies were about a woman who was prepared for Michael every day of her life since she was 17 years old. This is a movie where she actually moves on. Laurie doesn't see Michael coming. Jamie Lee Curtis continues, and that's a very different result. So the fight with Michael is much more violent and unexpected. It has to be like a street brawl. She adds, this movie, this other character comes in that she's concerned about, but she's not thinking about Michael. And then Michael comes back, and so the fight was an unexpected fight. She says, the opening of the movie is every parent's worst nightmare. This is a babysitter with a child on Halloween night. That goes terribly wrong. It's so crazy. It's intense. So, you guys, pretty much to kind of talk about what what Jamie Lee Curtis said, basically what Jamie Lee Curtis said, she's basically touching on Halloween. And I actually watched the video. She did a full video. It's about 3 minutes. She touched on how she enjoyed filming Halloween Ends because, David Gordon Green and John Carpenter are kind of similar, They're Southern boys. They stick to the people they were in filming school with and stuff like that. And yeah, as you've seen, she said that this Laurie is going to be different because she's not prepared. This fight is going to be unexpected from her and Michael, and she touched on like a character that she's concerned about, but she didn't say the name. Now we know who this character is, you guys. It's Corey Cunningham. It's Corey Cunningham because of that synopsis, and they're saying Corey's accused of killing someone he's babysitted. They said it in the synopsis, so that's who they're talking about. And that's kind of crazy that she kind of said the opening of this movie will be a tragic accident and stuff like that. So that's kind of wild that she said it. So it sounds like that the opening of the movie is going to be that the accident happened with Corey Cunningham, the person he's babysitted. Hopefully we just get a flashback with Karen. You guys, they have to touch on the Karen situation. You can't just blow over that. That was a huge death in my opinion. But she also kind of touched on how it's the reckoning, it's the final reckoning, and that's what's the case is it is with Halloween. This is the end, this is the battle, and she also stated that this battle will be more of a street brawl, which that's maybe more of a raw fight, more bloodier and stuff like that. And that's crazy, to see Laurie and Michael, in this like battle, and the way she's saying like a street brawl, so it's going to be real unexpected. She doesn't have time to plan; it's just going to happen. And from what she's saying, it sounds like more of her attention is going to be on Corey and how she's concerned with him. Like she stated, she will be concerned with the other character, which I told you guys, she's going to be concerned with Corey. It's going to be a thing like when her, with Corey and Allyson is dating, and Laurie's not going to be team Corey. She's going to be kind of, overprotective of Allyson. She's going to kind of be stalking Corey, seeing where he is, looking in his resume, especially, you're talking to my granddaughter and they're saying you killed someone that you babysitted. So this is going to be something like that, and I think that Corey's going to turn out to be who Laurie thought he was. I said that possibly, Corey grows his obsession with Michael and stuff like that, and he tries to be the shape like Corey Cunningham. It could possibly be that he wants to get Laurie out the picture because Laurie's coming between him and Allyson. It could be so much, and also, and she said that the opening is every parent's worst nightmare, losing their kid, and that's that's true. And I see little Easter eggs how they're trying to connect Corey like with the old school babysitting like in '78 Halloween night, but they're switching it up in a cool way, I think. And You know, and she, you know, she kind of stated that, you know, Laurie's not thinking about Michael in it. So just like they said in the synopsis, she's embracing life. She's writing her memoir. I think she kind of finally got the picture, but it's sad to say that it's too late for that, because he's killed your daughter. You have to get some type of revenge on him. Michael's out there, so it's looking like, you guys, I know a lot of people saying you can't just have her forget about Michael and live her life. That doesn't make sense after all these times they went heads up. But it seems like she is. It's like she's just like, you know what? Forget it. I don't want to deal with it. I already lost my daughter to it. You know, I don't want to deal with it again. So, yeah, it seems like, you know, with this, everything's going to be very unexpected with Laurie. She's not going to be prepared for it. She's not going to have a plan like she did in 2018. So once it hits her, she's going to have to just kind of defend herself and stuff like that. Like I said, I think Allyson and Corey will be dating, and I think that, you know, Laurie will be the one that comes between them. They might have a, you know, they might have a, like, some type of relationship in the beginning, Laurie and Corey, like, hey, but as she learned more, more about him, that that will be the case where she starts you know, getting a red flag with him and stuff. That's why you saw in the TV spot, she's looking through this window. I think that's Corey's house. I think a lot of the movie that, you know, we might even get some like type of, you know, fan service and reverse type of thing, like Laurie's doing a little stalking on Corey, you know, some shit like that. Because I think she's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, because she said in this interview that she's very concerned. She's, you know, saying that, you know, Laurie is not going to see Michael coming. It's going to be unexpected. You know, in 2018, it was planned. They stuck to the plan and executed it, which is true. That's when they, you know, they put him in the cage or whatever, the trap, and they, you know, lock it and they set him on fire. It's not going to be that type of thing. It's going to be, actually, Laurie has moved on, which I thought will possibly happen. But I thought, you know, I thought in her brain she'll still have Michael there, but, you know, she's moving on. She's embracing life. But, you know, Michael's going to come unexpected, so he's going to kind of catch her off balance, and she's going to have to adapt to battle Michael. She stated that it's going to be very violent, which we all see in the trailer. He's just throwing her across everywhere, and she said it's going to be painful. You know, she says it's going to be challenging and painful, you know, going up against Michael. And yeah, it sounds like Michael's going to be putting some battle wounds on Laurie, like I thought. And I told you guys, I think that's going to be a case in this one, that Michael's going to actually get Laurie a few times. You know how Karen's like, gotcha. You know, it's not going to be too many gotchas in this. I think that he's going to damn near, if he doesn't, kill her. But the reason I don't think he's going to take out Laurie is because she said she's never known what a final girl meant until now. Now that don't mean that, you know, she makes it out the movie alive. Maybe she sacrificed her life for Allyson. You never know. But I do think that Allyson's going to have to, in the end, adapt to being team grandmother, as Allyson say, over Corey. You know, it's going to be almost like a pick and choose type of thing. Like, you got to pick Corey or me. I think I can see Allyson being in a situation like that, and you know, because, you know, Allyson did just lose Cameron, so it's almost like she finally found someone she cared about again. Now it's an issue with them. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like Allyson can't win. With this movie, I just think the battle's going to be like, you know, this time they're going heads up, almost with a 78 type of feel and vibe to it. And it's just going to be very, you know, like 78ish, but as you know, Laurie is saying, it's going to be brutal. It's going to be very, very brutal. And to touch on something else, what James Jude Courtney said, he stated and said that, you know, he's been saying it in, like, you know, conventions and stuff, like, that the ending is beautiful. You know, the ending is beautiful. Him and Laurie still cry about it when they call each other up and stuff like that. They still cry about it, and the ending is very, like, powerful and stuff like that. So I'm very excited to see Halloween Ends and see what it's about. And you know, you know, this is the end. This is Halloween Ends. So, and we won't see Laurie anymore, so we had to give her flowers in this one. Along, I think James Jude deserves them too, man. He did a great ass job as Michael, man. He's my favorite Michael. He kills it. So yeah, comment down below, you all, what you think about everything Laurie talked about in this interview. You know, and do you guys really feel that this movie is going to be that, like, just battle Laurie and Michael battling, or is it going to be something else? We all know that the story's going to kind of branch off and focus on Corey in certain ways and stuff like that. So yeah, you guys were wondering, the person she's concerned about, the character, the new character has, you know, more time in this film, is Corey Cunningham. We all know, thanks to the synopsis and stuff like that, and, you know, all the speculation. So yes, you all. I'm excited for Halloween ends. It's almost here, but unfortunately, this is the end of the video. You guys, don't forget to hit me on my social media. Allyson on Instagram, Allyson77 on TikTok, Brandon on Facebook, and Allyson on Twitter. And right there where you guys have said subscribe next to it, click join, become a member of the channel, be invited to private watch parties, you name it. And you can also become a member of Patreon, get exclusive content and benefits of the channel. And don't forget to check out the official I Like Scary merch store. Watch some horror movies. Stay scary out there. I love you all. Peace.